Hello, today I want to talk about how to do oxalic acid vaporization on your hives to get rid of varroa mites. But before we go any further, we've got to talk about the most important thing. This is a respirator, a full face respirator. You'll notice these are the magenta cartridges. The magenta cartridges means it's proof against the organic vapors that you're going to be dealing with here. You need a respirator and you need these specific filters. If you do not have this, do not do this. You do not want a lung full of this vapor we're going to make in it. I'm serious. Okay, let's get on with it. There are two basic ways that we do oxalic acid vaporization. The first one, the cheapest, is using these wands. They're fairly inexpensive. You can get them all over the place. They plug into a battery. I'll show you how you do that. And you're going to put the oxalic acid here in this little cup and shove it in, and you'll see how that works. The other way to do it is with these more expensive but make life really easy, these vaporizers that are kind of specially temperature controlled, and you can do a hive very easily. The oxalic acid itself that we use, you can get a variety of places. This is some neat stuff. It's Easy Ox Oxalic Acid. They come in these tablets, which is really neat. Each tablet is 1 gram of oxalic acid. This is EPA approved oxalic acid. Here's the little EPA number. It's pretty neat. Not everyone uses the official EPA approved oxalic acid, but I spend a little extra. These pellets make life really easy. You'll see how. We're going to try the wand method first. If you take a look, the views aren't super busy. It's a little cloudy. So I have this small battery here. It's a 12-volt battery, which is all you need to run the wand. Some people use a bigger battery. I just have a few hives. I don't need a lot of wattage. I'm going to take the wand and take 2 grams of the oxalic acid on the wand. Now if you look here, I've hooked up the wand to the battery, starting to heat this up. And now I'm going to place the wand in the hive. Sometimes you lift with your tool. And the wand is now inside the hive, getting hot. And then all you got to do is seal it off with just a rag. You don't need anything special, no big deal. Just a rag. I'll leave the wand in for about 5 minutes with it connected to the power to create all the vapor that we want. After 5 minutes, I'm just going to disconnect the wand from the battery. And I'm going to let it sit in here, let the vapor stay for another, I would say, about 5 minutes. It's been 5 minutes of the battery off. I can pull off the rug or the rag, and I can pull out the vape wand. You don't see as much perfect use of it, but it's still got a bunch of vapor into the hive. This is the high-end vaporizer. It's all warmed up to over 400 degrees. Mine is a plug-in model, but you can get these that are battery powered. They're just a little more expensive. I can use the plug-in because it's my backyard. The one thing that makes this easy is you go to the back of your hive box and you drill a hole in the back of the box, and I'll show you how that's used. So here is the vaporizer. There is the top plug where I have the oxalic acid pellets in it already. So the trick to doing this is turning the vaporizer upside down, pulling it onto the cup. And the cup will stick there like that. Then you come here and you're going to stick the vaporizer in the hole. And then when you turn it, the vaporizer will stand by itself in the hole. You give it a tap, and then the pellets are going to drop down and cause the vaporization to happen. The way you'll know is you'll see this number starting to drop as the heat goes into the vaporization. Here you can see there's so much vapor coming out with this that it's coming out the front, and you can really see the vaporization action. All the more reason to wear your respirator. So once the temperature goes back up, it's pretty much burned off or vaporized all the oxalic acid. You can pull this out. You can still see it's making some of the vapor. So it does a really good job. It's really quick, and then you just let it rest. You don't have to take anything off. You've dumped a whole bunch of vapor into the hive. Another reason people like these high-end vaporizers so quick, you do one, you immediately can load the cap of another one, You're ready to go with the cap. You flip it over, give it a little tap, and you're already going on to the next one really quick. When it's all done, you can just remove this cap. You'll see that it's empty of all the pellets. Still making some oxalic acid. You can set it down. Still super hot, well over 400 degrees. So once you unplug it, you got to make sure you give it some time to cool down. It's super hot. You don't want to touch it for a while. Well, that's how you do oxalic acid vaporization, or at least that's the way I do oxalic acid vaporization. Every beekeeper's a little bit different. There's probably other slightly ways to do it. That's how I do it. If you have any questions, please let me know. Leave me a comment or ask me a question. I'll try and answer what I can. Have a good day.